Hello YouTubers, this is the extreme-vampyr, and this is the extreme-vampyr review. And today, instead of a wrestling review, I thought because it's the holidays to do something Christmassy. So I decided to do one of my favorite shows of all time, The Simpsons, and the very first Simpsons episode, which is the Simpsons Christmas Special, back in 1989, December of course. Maybe it was November, or I don't know exactly. Anybody wants to know, they could Google it, and Wikipedia it, and all this and all that. But anyways, I just want to just run down the show, basically all the big points, because I don't want this to be, it's already going long already. And I don't want this to be an hour-long review for a 20-minute show. So I must say that I love The Simpsons, and still to this day, it holds up. I mean, I've watched this at least twice this year, or recently, and I know this is a late review, and Christmas is done and over, but I was a little bit busy. Anyways, love The Simpsons. This is a great show, not quite how it used to be, but, or how, in this particular episode, it didn't get as good as it would in later seasons, but this is the very first episode that started it all, and what started all these adult cartoons that are on now, like Family Guy, and all that stuff. So, let me run down the show. I mean, pretty much, I want to make this a quick little review. I mean, it's not really a review, it's just like basically a rundown. Basically, what happens is, Marge has been saving money for Christmas. And, so, she has this giant jar that is hidden in her giant blue afro, so there's that. And Homer gets news from Mr. Burns at his work that he's not gonna get a Christmas bonus. So he mentions that thank God for the big jar of money. So Bart wants a tattoo, and guess what? When they're at the mall, that's what he gets. And guy asks his age, and he lies and says 21. The guy believes him, so he gets a tattoo. Marge catches him and pretty much loses her shit, gets it removed by laser, which is going to cost money up front, cash. So she pays for it, and there goes the jar, and says, oh, thank God for Homer's Christmas bonus, which they're not getting, so they're all fucked. Homer finds out about this, and he is stressed out like a motherfucker, so he has to get a job being a mall Santa, which he got the idea from Barney, who was doing a gig as a mall Santa. So he does this and does that, has to go through training, and he pretty much sucks at everything, but he gets the job anyways, and, you know, he does this and does that. Bart finds out about this after getting his tattoo removed, of course. He finds out about this because he gets dared to pull Santa's beard off, and he does it, and reveal it's Homer. And this, Homer comes clean, tells Bart what's going on, and Bart is cool with it. So, I mean, not cool with it. He just kind of like tries to help, I guess. So they're a little team. Okay, so Homer gets his check finally and thinks he's gonna save Christmas with his check, but it's only 13 freaking bucks. And this depresses him, and, whatever. But Barney is happy with his check because he's going to gamble at the dog races. And he convinces Homer to join him. He's reluctant, but he gets convinced by Bart, who says miracles happen on Christmas. It happened to Tiny Tim, it happened to Charlie Brown, it happened to the Smurfs, and it's gonna happen to them. So, they go and they go to, the dog races to put bets, and they hear that number 8 has been replaced by Santa's Little Helper, and Homer sees this as a sign, and they, after all that, ends up fucking losing everything because he came in dead last. So they lose all the money, and they're depressed. They're looking for winning tickets in the parking lot, and they don't find anything because who would leave the winning tickets there in the parking lot? I guess someone who would lose it, I guess. I don't know. So, they're fucked. The owner of Santa's Little Helper kind of disowns him, tells him to get out of here. So Santa's Little Helper runs, and he runs straight into Homer's arms. Bar ass if they can keep him, and Homer doesn't want to, but one lick, and he agrees, because he's, I guess, has a soft heart underneath that angry exterior of his. And they get home. Homer tries to confess, but Bart tells everyone, look what we got, and it's Santa's Little Helper. Christmas is saved. And like I said, I just kind of got to the points. The show ends, happy ending, and they do the whole Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer thing. Everybody sings, and of course Homer does a solo, and he botches the lines, so, and then Bart gets choked at the end for being a little wise ass. And there you have it. That's pretty much how the episode goes. I mean, I wanted to do a more detailed episode, like how I do the wrestling reviews, but I didn't want this to be a long review I didn't want this to be an hour review for a 20-minute episode. So, I just kind of made the plot, I just kind of went through all the points, and, this is the classic episode, and any of you have kids who haven't seen this, I would suggest you spend the money or the time or find it online and watch it with your kids, and they will love it, because I watched it with my fiance's daughter, and she's 10, and I watched this with her nephew, and he's 4, and they both loved it. They both laughed. There wasn't very much for me to explain to them. They got all the jokes, and we had a good time watching it, and it felt like Christmas because of it. So I would recommend this to anyone with kids, and for those of you who were kids when this was around, or weren't, or maybe are in between these ages of seeing it when they were a kid or are a kid, check it out. It's funny. The Simpsons are iconic. They are ingrained into the American... They are woven into the American fabric of what American television is, and they started this whole adult cartoon revolution, and it all started with this one episode, and I recommend it. I recommend it watching this with your family next year, and every year, which I plan on doing every year from now on, and I've pretty much seen this legitimately 20 times, and anyways, that's your Simpsons review. This has been an Extreme Vampire review. A very short one, because I don't want to get too detailed into something and make it very long. I wanted to make this under 10 minutes, and it looks like I'm going to make it. I want to thank you all, and I will be reviewing back to wrestling, but I will be picking and choosing episodes because it takes a long time to make these episodes, so to make these reviews, but I'll try my best to keep popping these out And thank you very much. Please subscribe, comment, this and that, whatever you gotta do. Support this channel, because as long as you out there support me, I will keep making wrestling reviews and maybe even more Simpsons reviews. I mean, I do kind of want to do the next episode after this one, so we'll see that, but I won't do that too soon. I really don't have a schedule of anything. I do want to do a couple reviews that I've wanted to do, so I just want to say that. I just want to say thank you. I've watched this episode so many times that it's like I'm gonna be dreaming of this later. But anyways, thank you very much for your time. Please subscribe to the Extreme Vampyr channel. This is the Extreme Vampyr, and thank you, and I'll see you next time.